Hi, this is Jessica from the Alice Ferguson Foundation. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at animals, their adaptations, and how they use those to survive. We will be looking at macro-invertebrates. Macro means any animal you can see with the naked eye, and an invertebrate is any animal without a backbone. The animals in this lesson either spend part of their life cycle or their entire lives in the water. So let's start out by checking out the environment of these macro-invertebrates. This stream is the type of environment where macroinvertebrates can be found, but the stream is not the same throughout and has different characteristics depending on where you are in the stream. Some areas can be fast and others slow. Some areas are deep and others shallow. The bottom can be muddy, rocky, or sandy. Let's look at two different macroinvertebrates and see if you can identify what type of habitat they are adapted to living in. Here's our first macroinvertebrate. Take a moment to make some observations. You may want to pause the video. What do you notice? Does this animal remind you of anything you've seen before? If it reminds you of a lobster, that's because they have the same niche. They are scavengers that eat dead animals in addition to hunting live prey. This animal does not rely solely on eyesight, but rather uses antennae to find food. The antennae are the long thread-like body parts between its eyes. It uses them to smell and sense movement. So as you may have guessed, this animal, called a crayfish, lives on the stream bottom in the mud where it is difficult to see. Here is our second macroinvertebrate. What do you notice? Similar to a caterpillar, this animal has a 4-stage life cycle: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Right now we are looking at the larval stage. This animal, called a caddisfly, uses silk to glue together items it finds in the stream, such as grains of sand, sticks, or leaves, to make a case. How do you think these cases help them to survive? The case serves as camouflage, helping the caddisfly blend into its surroundings so as not to be noticed by predators such as fish. Caddisflies have very soft bodies. The case also prevents them from becoming prey to other macroinvertebrates and to protect them from scraping against sand on the stream bottom. While some caddisflies use silk for making cases, other types of caddisflies weave silk into a capture net for food gathering. Now that we have familiarized ourselves with some macroinvertebrates and their adaptations, it's time for you to make your own. Print and cut out the macroinvertebrate body part cards, or use them as inspiration to draw your own. Combine different body parts to create your own unique macroinvertebrate. Remember, you want your macroinvertebrate to be able to survive, so keep in mind the adaptations you want the animal to have. How does it move, get food, and protect itself in its habitat? Once you select parts to complete your macroinvertebrate, tape or glue them together and then answer the discussion questions.